An object can be moved, rotated, and scaled. Unlike moving the camera around, now we have to learn how to move the geometry. So down below, you have this. We have this that makes your manipulator handle go away. So a lot of times students are like, can't move this thing because the manipulator's gone. So you just click this little button, manipulator comes back. Then I got move, rotate, and scale. Now write this down, W-E-R on the keypad, W-E-R. So that on the keyboard allows you to, W is to move, E is to rotate, R is to scale. I know R should be rotate, but that's not how it works. So W-E-R. And you can think of this as the same order as these buttons. Alright, so if I take this object and I go like this and start moving it around using the manipulator handle, you can see that I can grab the center by clicking this little circle in the center here. See the line? You have to click right on the line and you can move it around. And this is what screws up more students than I could possibly count, is the fact that they're moving this around and they're saying, well, I'm just going to put right here on the grid. Well, hold Alt and rotate around and you're going to find out it's not even close to being on the grid. And they'll put it back on the grid and they're like, wow, it's still not on the grid. Yep, closer to the grid. So they'll spend hours, if not days, trying to move this and manipulate it to be on the grid or by another object. And that spatial thing takes forever to learn, but once you got it down, it's very easy. A hint to you, 1, 3, and 7 on the numbers, 1, 3, and 7, will go into front for 1, side for 3, top for 7. So sometimes it's easier just to, like, let's say I want to put that on the grid and it's way out here. Okay, I don't know where that's at, so I hit 1 and I could put this right there on the red line. That's where ground is. And I could put that right here, switch over to 3, put it right here, and then you're going to find that it's right there on the exact whereabouts that you need it to be. If you hit N on the keyboard, you'll get this, and it'll allow you to set the transforms, rotates, and scales here also. So let's say I have this thing way out in the middle of nowhere, and I want to put it back on the grid. 0, 0, 0. We'll put it right smack in the middle of the world. Alright, let's add a new one. So add mesh. Let's go into the UV sphere. So now I have this, I have this. I would just take a second and randomly throw these around. Maybe add one more to the mix. And your mission should be put them back together, just to get to the point where you're used to navigating around 3D. So I'm going to move it around. I'm going to stack these shapes. And sometimes, since I've been doing this for a very long time, you know, I can always just use perspective. Students always want to use perspective only and never use the orthographics. But I can tell you this, if you start using the orthographics, you'll have a better time at it. So stop the video, throw out 3 random shapes, and try to stack them just like that as fast as you can. Alright, in the next part I want to look at the makeup of geometry and the 3 things that you can move on geometry.